There we go. G'day there, ladies and ladians. Welcome back to our Nature's Madness Let's Play. Or Challenge Run, rather. Let's see, last time we started doing more of the Team Plasma plot. Boarded the ship, kind of dealt with that. And so now we're gonna go back to that cave where Kyurem should be. I don't know. I don't know what exactly is going to happen today, but hopefully we're able to get a legendary and see if it's got a good nature. I have no issues with using one if it's got a good nature, you know? Fortunately, we don't have a fly at the moment. Alright. That's why I couldn't pick it up before. There we go. How's my Pokemon looking? Yeah, we could use some health. So yeah, I think we're going back to that cave that we were at before. We should also be able to get a Mienfoo in the area. So hopefully that will help out. I don't know if we really want to change up the team too much at this point. Right, we go around this way, don't we? Thanks. Carl's got the smoke bomb. Smoke ball, rather. So let's try and find a Mienfoo. Oh, there we go. Now let's try and catch a Mienfoo. We do have a high level advantage against it. Which means that Ariane should be able to help weaken it. Fourth one's a good move. Well, if Drum Kick misses, then it's going to do a lot of damage to itself, so we can't really do much more damage here. I'm also kind of realizing that we need more Pokeballs. But hey, we got a Mienfoo. So now to name it a Feebal. Can that be a Millie? I've got Molly. We can go Millie. Meowly? Sure, why not? We got Molly, but now we got Millie. I guess I should check on Millie. I'm gonna turn on my fan, it's a bit warm over here at the moment. So, relaxed. Can we use charge up moves? I don't think it has any. So not that useful. Alright. Right, we need more Pokeballs. Duh. Let's do some shopping. If we're gonna catch a Legendary, we're gonna need more Ultra Balls. And then it wouldn't hurt to have some Great Balls. Okay, we got a bunch of escape rope, so we're fine. Alright, should be good. Might have these or repel. Alright. So I don't remember if there was any new Pokemon in here. I don't think we got a Clefairy, and we didn't manage to get a Delibird, right? The question is, how much do I really want to try and get them? Yeah, I'm really not feeling the rival too much. You know, like, I feel like it's not... He's not that interesting. I don't know, it's kind of hard to put my finger on it, but I'm not too keen on him. Easiest strength puzzle in the world. So... is this where we're supposed to go? Or are we supposed to go further in? Oh, that means it's like higher than 50. Tangler. Oh, 50 or higher. Like, is this where I'm supposed to go, or is this an optional thing? Route 13. Ah, back down here. Okay. Strange. What an odd shortcut. Alright. Alright. Hooray. Oh, ice beam, that's useful. Don't think we can learn it. We don't really have much in terms of special attack, to be honest. A seal! Okay. We can get one of those. I do happen to like them as well. So, maybe it's got a cool nature. Okay, we got the paralysis. Please don't knock yourself out. Alright, well this was a surprise encounter. We're gonna call you Dugongs. Well, when it evolves into Dugong, Dugongs are the sea cows of the ocean. Even though it's more of a sea lion, it's not really a Dugong, but its name is Dugong, so I'm gonna call it the sea cow. Alright, yeah, I guess we're going down. Should be it. Hello. That's a lot of people. Alright. Let's do it. I still prefer the old Team Plasma music. I feel like this one doesn't really hit the same kind of way, you know? Wheezy, huh? You get a Carl for an easy win, or Molly, but we'll see what drop back can do. Hopefully we can get paralysis at least. Okay, get in there. I mean, they still had a pretty decent goal, you know? It just so happens that this world really loves Pokemon battles. Alright, let's get Carl involved. A razor claw. Ooh. Which means we can involve the Sneasel if we wanted to. So is this anywhere new, or is it still part of the giant chasm or something? I guess it is part of the giant chasm. Oh, ice puzzle. They really love their ice puzzles, don't they? I'll take it over to teleporter. For sure. Alright, back on the ship. Then we just like go this way, or okay. Here we go. Oh, they got a lot of Pokemon. A lot of weak Pokemon. I guess they do have a lot of poison types, don't they? There we go. Alright, dealing with this Golbat's gonna be a bit more interesting. But not by much. Dang it, another poison type. Excellent. That took a bit. In case we get ambushed again, I have Silky up. Alright. This seems overly complicated. Terminate's a bit annoying. Hopefully it doesn't get a ground type attack. Foul play, that's fine, I got justified. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just going around. Oh! A doctor. Didn't know how this guy is part of Team Plasma. He's got two normal types. Normal type rodents, to be exact. Wait, is that all I have to do? No. Of course not. I see, this is interesting. I'd rather not deal with Team Plasma Guns if I can be honest. I just want to do this puzzle. That's fine. I'll check my justified. Alright, yeah, if I could start dealing with Team Plasma Guns, that'd be great. Now, does this reset the puzzle? Or is it still the same? Because that's good to know. It resets the puzzle. So... what exactly am I trying to do here? Like, if I knew what my goal was... like, where am I trying to get to? That's not it. What am I trying to do here? I can't go up this or whatever. I'm trying to like turn this off, right? Oh, I need a key. Okay. Which means I gotta beat up a certain member, right? Okay. So, if my game intuition is correct, it's gonna be the hardest one to get to base of the puzzle. Right? That's how things work. So, the hardest one to get to in terms of puzzle would have to be someone not near a stairway. Maybe like one of those guys? Maybe. So I think it's one of those, and I should just go down and beat him up. Have I gotta talk to everyone I beat? Alright. Alright, it must be one of these guys down here then. It almost was a really good puzzle, right? But then it's just like, no, you have to go around and talk to people for a keycard. Yeah, I already know it's one of the legendaries. It's probably like Kyurem or something. I'm gonna speed this up. Like, I'm really not interested in this Pokemon drones, I'm more interested in the puzzle. Black Dragon. Alright, so we know that the password is Zekrom. I guess you want to battle as well? Yep. Alright. Oh, it's not weak against it. I get it. But where's the key card? Is it that item? Alright, there's a power band. This would be so much more interesting if I was just doing this pipe puzzle. to get the places. But now that there's just, hey, you gotta go around and talk to people, it's not as interesting. Let's try this again. So, it's gotta be like that plasma gun, right? You. So I could have just bypassed it by doing this. Or is it because it's the last plasma gun? Finally. Is it because it was the final plasma gun, or was it because it was that grunt in particular? I guess we'll never know. But in any case, we're gonna get Molly involved. Alright, bring it. Getting your ice types. Alright, as per our rule, we have to use Sword Stance. Come on, we can survive this. Good stuff. But we're not fast enough, are we? Nope. And as per our rule, we have to send out Leavanny. Silky. Very nice to crit. Weavile. Alright. Let's go heal up. Ugh. Every time I want to heal up, it's gonna be a puzzle, isn't it? Alright. Let's do it quickly then. Alright. So if we're gonna capture this thing, we definitely need to paralyze it. Don't you dare be a train. Right, we should probably save it in case we do encounter it. This guy is such a loon. Like, I have no idea what he's really about. I don't know, like... This being a plot twist isn't really that interesting to me. Of course, got a bunch of steel types. Sure, I'll take it. Alright, well, I'll just speed through this bit. Finally! Does Flame Charge get rid of it? No. Yeah, we got so much speed and special attack that if we got something that's not an electric type, we should be able to discharge and destroy it. Sure. You know what? This is probably still gonna do a fair amount of damage. Pretty good. Alright, we have to send out Silky. We're not in a good position, but maybe we can just try a quick wait or two. Explosion, you say? Okay, at least on this one we can X-scissor. Okay. Let's go, Molly. Now, it usually has, clear body, right? So we should be able to quick. That's making you hear me say. Ah, okay, it's got an air balloon. Much easier. Yeah, this guy's a bit of a weirdo. I don't really buy it. But we're gonna go back and heal. Then we'll do the other side where there's probably like Ghetsis or something. Alright. So, I think I want to try the Toxic Spike strategy. That looks a big Ghetsis to me. Yeah, that's the thing about the Pokeballs, is that it gives absolute dominance over a Pokemon. And so no matter how loyal it is to you, if it's in a Pokeball, you know, it has to be obeyed, right? So even if you catch, we're not a good matchup here. Even if you like really don't treat it well, right? Like you treat it horribly. As long as it's in a Pokeball, it will still obey your commands because it has to, you know. So I do feel like Team Plasma has a point. And so then being like, nah, this wasn't a good idea, doesn't really fit well with me, you know? Because you think about it, right? You get a Pokemon down to 1 HP, you paralyze it, you poison it, you put it to sleep, you freeze it, whatever, right? Then you just throw a Pokeball, and suddenly it's like your best friend. Sure, it doesn't have like the friendship, and it doesn't have the actual loyalty mechanics, right? But, for all intents and purposes, you have tamed it. You have complete control over it. It has no rebellion against you. And so Team Plasma, I feel like, is kind of right. And so that's why I really like the story of Black and White, because I feel like that conflict is very interesting. But here, I don't think it's delivered as well. Alright. Come on, two beans. Dang it, two beans. Just gonna speed things up with Carl. He seems to be pretty good. But the thing is, right, is that it's not entirely sad. Because it doesn't really have autonomy. You know? It's... Whatever it's caught into a Pokeball, it has to obey the trainer. So it's not sad or happy. Pull yourself together, man. That's the thing with the Pokeballs. Like, no matter how happy or sad the Pokemon is, they have to obey the trainer. Which is why Team Plasma has a point. See? You think about it, right? You go catch a legendary in a Master Ball, or whatever kind of ball, right? This is a divine creature that has control over different elements and time and space and emotions and things like that, right? And then you just catch it, and you've got full control over it. It shouldn't obey you, but because it's a Pokeball, it does. And so they are effectively slaves, right? No matter how you treat the Pokemon, as long as it's in the Pokeball, it has to obey you. So, if Pokemon wanted to prove that Pokemon were loyal and happy, right? They would have to do it without Pokeballs. You'd have to release a Pokemon, and then if it's still fought by your side, then you can make an argument for it being loyalty. But when you've got it in a Pokeball, you can't really say that, you know, it's happy or sad. It's just kind of under your control. That's why I resonate with Team Plasma, and I'm really not liking this character. Hey. Let's try this again. Please stop having a bunch of steel and poison types. That'd be great. Not really way to go down there. Alright. Still in the giant chasm, aren't we? So, then why do we need the ship? Why do we need to start blasting that city when you could have just done it from here then? Was the ship amplifying its power? Like, restoring its strength maybe? I'm guessing that's the end. But they got the DNA splices right. Well, that was weird. So, I'm guessing that Kyurem's... No, wait, hang on. So, it seems like Kyurem's got his own orb, like a grey orb or something. And... No. That's not it. The DNA splices came from that device. So maybe it's just some fancy tech way to open it. Because we had the DNA splices before, they weren't like that before. So, DNA splices enhance Kyurem, which turns the other dragons back into the orb. And then... does it absorb the orb? Use Abso Fusion. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool sound. Don't tell me it needs it. Just... It would have been a lot cooler if it showed the transformation process rather than cutting to white. You know, like... would have been a lot cooler. Alright. I guess we're not trying to capture it then. Here we go. This shouldn't be too bad. It's all... Wait, is it Ice Dragon or Electric Dragon? Or was it Ice Electric? There's no way it's Ice Electric, right? It has to still be a dragon. But, let's see if it's a Ice Dragon or not. Alright. Hey, Poker fan. How's it going? There we go. That's easy. Alright. Here we go. Gets this. Good, just want to check on your stream. Fair enough. Don't remember the last time you were here, but I've now got a little PNG trooper set up. So hopefully that's pretty cool. So, do I try and set up the Toxic Spikes from Ariana? I kinda want to give it a go. I've been battling a bunch of a bunch of steel and poison types lately, so I haven't had a good chance to use it. Ah! Psychic. We can at least get one layer. Pressure critical. Yeah, alright. That's fine. He's got the leftovers? Damn, alright. But Poke fan, you're from Training in Reality's group, right? You're the artist there, right? Because we had an art competition, but you didn't really enter it, you know? And I know that you were in there when we were doing it, so... Quick card. I just got on tank, so it's not affected by the Toxic Spikes. Yeah. Because, yeah, we had an art competition, but you, the artist, didn't really enter, so Training really kind of won it, you know? Press that with Molly. Yeah, I trust usually has electric and maybe poison type moves. Also, it gets better than normal, so we should be able to set up Flavor! Did not expect that. Well, we got rid of the levitate, so we can earthquake. Sesame Toad. Okay, that time we got it poisoned. Let's just go for earthquake. Discord won't let me chat in its server, which is odd. That is very odd. I don't know why that is. Because you're a viewer and other viewers are able to chat. Drill run. Oh. 80, 95. Well, crits. Well, crits means that buff moves don't really matter, so I'm not gonna go for a drill run. I don't know why you can't chat on the server though. That's something I've never really heard of before. And like, we're not super tight on like security. So if it is some kind of like verification thing, it shouldn't really be a thing because like we're not doing really any of that. But that's really weird. But if you can do some research and maybe tell me like a setting I gotta change or something, or maybe something you gotta do. That one definitely has levitate, so we'll go with medical. Still, at the very least, you could have like DM'd me for entering the art competition. Yeah, so for not entering the art contest, I think you would have done well, you know, because you know training really, sure he won, right? But it would have been good to have more competitors, and based off your art, I feel like you would have definitely put him into his place, you know. You would have had the same kind of limitations, so it's not going to be like smooth sailing for you, but I feel like you had a good chance. But, you know, if we ever do it again, you know, we need to overthrow Riolu, you know? We can't let him win twice. But yeah, I have no idea why you can't message in Discord. That's a very strange issue that I've never really heard of before. It's only really if there's like some security thing with like verification. But yeah, we don't really have that, so you should be good to talk. I just don't know why. You've been doing art for years. Excellent. I mean, like, the contest was going to be, you know, with its own limitations, you know, maybe you would have had a little bit of difficulty, you know, maybe not your preferred way to do art, for example. Alright, we got rid of all the ice around here. But, you know, I feel like you could have done well. I don't know training Ryolu's art experience too much. I know that he used to like it as a kid or something, but then kind of fell off it. But he did pretty good. So, you know, if I put more effort into it, I probably could have done better as well. But I didn't want to put too much effort. However, he wanted to put all the effort in. Like, he did like 7 hours of like recording it. That's crazy. Alright. Ooh, Psyshock. But yeah, if you're able to do some research about why you can't message, that'd be good. Because then we can figure it out and hopefully nobody else has that issue. Where am I going? I'm just kind of running around. Where am I supposed to be going here? I don't have a Pokemon to fly. I am very lost. Am I supposed to go back through the giant chasm? Hey. I might rejoin the server, hopefully that will fix the problem. Hopefully. Ooh, we need a Clefairy. We haven't got a Clefairy yet, so if you want to name a female Clefairy, go ahead while I go ahead and catch it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Like, it's a problem I've never really heard anyone talk about. And I guess you could have, like, DM'd me ages ago and we could have figured it out. Let's go for Bounce. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's pretty cool. Can't use Bounce because of gravity. Moonlight. Because hopefully we're able to solve this issue, and that way nobody else has a similar issue. Like, if rejoining doesn't work, it might be some kind of setting on your end. I'm not sure if it would be a setting on my end. We have other people able to chat, so I don't know what exactly it is. Alright, we need a female Clefairy name. Let's see, female Clefairy. We can name it literally anything, so... we got a male named Tobean, so... not much is really off the table. We also got a... Garbodor with Ariana G. You know, so... kind of whatever you feel like. Got Steve if you wanted to. But, just in case you don't have anything, let's go with Claire the Clefairy. Yeah. Claire... yeah, we'll do something like that. Alright, we're gonna call her Claire. Going once. Going twice. Sold. At least, Ariana. Oh, Ariana. Do we have to go through? I don't think we have a vanilla light or anything as well, so we gotta catch this. No, not run! Whatever. Get it later. I'm so confused. How do I get out of here? Piloswine. Oh, we need that as well. Getting all the S types here. Alright, a metal Piloswine. You got any names? Invite. Yeah, it's probably like a one-time use thing. Or maybe it's expired within 7 days or something. I'll send you another invite after the stream. And hopefully that works. Alright, we're about to catch a male Piloswine. So have you got any names for it? Damn. Yeah, because like the default settings with like sending an invite is like it expires after 7 days or could be like a one-time use. So I'll have to send you another invite and maybe make it a bit more permanent. And this Palestine really doesn't want to get in, does he? All good. You can join tomorrow. There shouldn't be a time limit on the invite, you know. But have you got a name for a male Palestine? Also, if it's like 11:35 PM, right? You're 12 hours behind me, right? So where are you from? Because America's about like 14 or so hours, right? So I don't know, I guess you could be on the very eastern America or something. Alright, male Palestine. EK, okay. Gotcha. Alright, male Palestine, you got anything? That's weird. It says message retracted. So I don't know what happened there, just try resending it. But if it's some kind of swear, it might have been like auto-filtered. Wait, no, the message retracted was for the UK, which is weird. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Like, I don't know how UK got message retracted. Is that something you're able to do? Like on your end, like able to delete or edit messages on your end? Oh, so you deleted it. I didn't know you could actually delete messages like that. That's cool. I don't feel safe showing it. Oh. Well, I've already kind of set it out for the people watching and for the people that will watch it in the future. If it's really that important, I'll have to like edit that section out. But I kinda don't want to do that. Puts me in a bit of a bind, doesn't it? But I'm sure it's fine. Like, you've already got your time zone, right? 11:55 PM, so people can probably piece it together. And so it's not the biggest deal, it's not like revealing your name or anything. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, male Palestine. What were we kind of thinking? Depending on its nature, it could be useful in the team. We don't really have an ice type. We have a ground type, but you never know. Alright. Well, I gotta start thinking of doing something, so let's call it, how about I name it after you? So we go Pokefan. Manny, the power swine from Ice Age. That works well. His name is like Manfred, right? I remember there's some joke about it, but we'll call him Manny. Alright, now how do we get out of here? Oh, here we go. Let's pop a Max Repel. Got plenty of these. Okay, we'll create as a item. Like, we could continue hunting for things like Delibird and the Vanillish. Pretty trainer. I'll say for like 15 minutes I'm heading, but that's fine. We're planning on quitting around there anyway. We'll probably quit in 5 minutes once I get back to the city. But I do appreciate you stopping by, you know? It's good to see you again. And hopefully we can sort out the Discord stuff. Then you can join in events and stuff, you know? That'll be fun. I don't know if you're interested in joining karaoke. Probably not. Alright. You mostly do challenges. Ah, do you stream? Or like make videos or anything? Because we could bump you from viewer to creator. Ugh. My Pokemon aren't healed up for this. Because yeah, like instead of being a viewer, you could be a content creator and as part of the SPC if you know, make content out of it. Nah, I make a lot of videos though. Oh, well there you go. You know, so next time you join, you can join as a content creator, and I'll also be able to check out your channel, you know? And even though I don't have to, I like to sub to all the content creators. And you don't have to sub to me, but I guess you're here so you kind of are, right? Unless you just happen to be poking around. But I'm not gonna force it or anything. Like, we don't really do that. And we've made it back. Okay. Cool, can't wait. Neat. Yeah, so yeah, if you know, make actual Pokemon content on like YouTube or Twitch or whatever, right? Then you can join as a content creator. You don't get too much from being a content creator, I guess. You get like the ability to self-promote and the ability to potentially do collabs. Like we got a collab channel that is hidden to viewers. But you know, there is actually a few ideas of collabs about like some Pokemon challenges, so maybe that's something you're interested in. There's like a tag lock being formed, so that could be good. But in any case, I would like to thank everyone for watching. We have managed to foil Team Plasma's plans, which means now we move on to the league. I guess we don't get a legendary before the champion, but I feel like that's mostly fair. We should be pretty good to just stroll through the victory road, and then hopefully next week we manage to defeat the Elite Four and the champion, and then that's the final part of the series, I guess. There's a challenge complete, you know? I don't know if another game will take up the slot, or if I'll just leave it open for a bit. But hey, I guess we'll find out. You do Mario Kart, Mario Party, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball challenges. Very nice. Yeah, ideally it's like 50% or more Pokemon content, but it is pretty loose. You know, we got some we got a moderator that doesn't really do Pokemon nowadays, so it should be fine. Especially with a name like PokeFan, you know, there's more likely to be more Pokemon content in the future, right? So that's all fine. Don't worry about that. The main thing is, like, if I reach out to you, then it's probably fine if you're a content creator. But if, you know, just some random person joins in, then I gotta do the whole, like, pending process, you know? You gotta make sure that they're actually a Pokemon fan. Like, we can't just have, like, you know, Dragon Ball fan number 999 enter and be part of the creators, you know? Like, I gotta do some kind of checkup here. But if you do, you know, Pokemon somewhere in the mix, it's all good. Anyway, so that's all for today. I'd like to once again thank everyone for watching, either now or in the future, and I'll see you guys next week. See yous.